From the lighthouse to the penthouse, the subgenre of you descending into madness from isolation expands. I am here for it.
Okay.
This is a this is mostly a one man show in front of the camera anyway. What did you enjoy about working so closely with yourself?
Um, yeah, it's just a different way of working, and so much of what I'm doing is based on actions
Mm-hmm.
and is physical, and those are both things I feel very comfortable with. Certain kind of dramaturgy, certain kind of traditional scene work is thrown out. Um, in this case, it's liberating. You've got to find another way to express things, and finding that way was part of our work, and that was interesting.
Mm-hmm. Had you ever done anything like this? Did like a one man?
Not really. I mean, not a film where I'm basically the only character,
Yeah.
and in isolation, and many things distinct about it. Shot in chronological order,
Mm.
in a very strict way.
Yeah.
Also monolocale. I
Mm-hmm.
can't think of too many like that. And Prince, basically a single performer.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Did you have to lose a lot of weight for this? It looks like you're
I,
pretty thin by
you
the
know,
end.
I was a little ragged, but I didn't lose that much weight. Because I was working very long hours. I didn't. I wasn't doing my normal physical practices, so I maybe got a little thinner, muscularly.
Mhm.
Um, Not that I pump iron, but I noticed when I see on the film, I think, wow, I really look a little wasted there. I look, chicken arms and all that.
Yeah.
But that's mostly from just working 6 days a week, 12 hours a day, just me, and solving some problems and having to lug stuff around.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
it was kind of a natural thing. The beauty of working chronologically also was, the day we started, I stopped cutting my hair, I stopped shaving, I stopped cutting my fingernails. I bathed, but I, kind of let myself go a little bit. And
mhm.
and the time was really marked by my change of appearance a little bit.
I mean, you've done so much incredible work over the years. You mentioned that you had never done anything like this. You to me, you seem like an actor that is pretty undaunted. Was this a daunting experience for you?
You know, Probably if it was truly daunting, I wouldn't have done it.
Yeah.
I'm not that courageous. But no, there were enough beautiful opportunities. Yeah, whenever you work and there's some question marks and you aren't sure, you aren't protected. This is a European co-production. It's an independent film. It's a director that has never directed a feature. He's directed a documentary, but never a feature before. There are question marks.
Yeah.
But you take the leap. You take the leap. But the actual job that I had to do was I saw it as an opportunity, not even as a challenge. I was excited.
Your character's name is Nemo. He's essentially trapped in a glass box with some fish, including a Dory-esque royal blue tang. You were a voice in Finding Nemo. I think you know where I'm going here. Is this whole thing an homage to Pixar and the Nemo verse?
Can I tell you something? I didn't even know that this character's name was Nemo. Okay?
Yeah.
That didn't enter in so much. It's only after the fact that people started talking about, hey, did you see there was like a clownfish in there that looked like, you know, that they
Yeah.
were identifying all the tropical fish in the tank.
Yeah. Yeah.
I came just from Finding Nemo. Yeah.
So they pulled it over on you, but
Yeah. I mean, I had other fish to fry, as it were.
oh, well played. Is it a COVID? Is this a metaphor for COVID lockdowns?
Not specifically. I mean, people, of course, will be thinking of that, but
Yeah.
it's very different because, of course, in COVID, it was a collective experience. The whole world was dealing with this, and in the movie, Nemo, this character is really plucked from his life and put into a situation that he couldn't imagine, and he has no communication with anybody.
Mm.
Yes, we had restrictions during COVID. Yes, there was a lockdown, but still, there was plenty going on. Some people had, I dare say, I mean, and with respect to all the people that had problems during the pandemic or lost people. Um, some people they turned it into a time of rest and you know
Reset
healing.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Of
But
all,
so it's different. So it's different.
sure.
That's all I meant to say.
Yeah, yeah, I get that. Of all the amazing projects you've done, there's we for some reason see the most on social media. It's the image of you in the backseat of a car. The Smile Man has taken on a life of its own. I know you're not on social media, but are you aware of this?
Yeah, I am. I am.
Do people send it to you?
I remember making that's a short film I made as part of this competition that gave money to young filmmakers to make these short films, and the films were fun to make. And this was a film of a young Russian guy called The Smile Man.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm aware of these things because people tell me. I try not to seek them out, but sometimes when people tell me, I get sucked into checking them out.
Has anyone ever texted it to you?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Uh, I figured as much. Fine, fine.
It's usually family or somebody that
Yeah.
gets titillated by it and wants to share it. That's all.
Yeah. I mean, you continue to find some of the most truly authentic works of cinematic art we see, from Florida Project to Lighthouse to Nightmare Alley to Northman, now to Inside. To what do you credit this? Are you constantly reading stuff? Is your agent that good? What can you say?
I've got an excellent agent and an excellent manager. I love them. But no, I also read a lot. Um, I check things out. I try to think outside the box. I try to, do what's right for me and not take the industry standard or do what my colleagues do necessarily. That sounds a little full of myself, but no, I read a lot. I do, and
Yeah.
I'm always looking for things that excite me. I love to work, and the big thing is I don't have a sense. I always want to find a way to re-see myself or re-see what I do. So when I see opportunities to do that, I jump on them generally.
Yeah.
So I'm always in the search of that. I have nothing to sell. I
Mhm.
like being on a film set. I like the collaborative nature of it. I like the social aspect of it. And it's an adventure. Every day is different.
Mhm.
Um, but somewhere deeply, I'm always looking for something that'll uh, kick it up and make me do something that I haven't done before. Because God knows we all need a kick in the pants.
Oh yes, and we like watching you in all of these things.
Get a
Well,
kick in the pants.
we love the kicks in the pants. Well, my time is up with you, but I appreciate your time today. It's always
All
a
right.
privilege to speak with you.
Okay, good.
All right, take care.